What's up, guys? It's me, Brennan, your host. Today I'm going to be staging at Mangette. It's a cafe located in Long Beach, California, right on Loma Avenue in Anaheim. Alicia is going to show me how to make their famous fish sandwich here. It looks really delicious, and every batter is very different. A lot of batters had vodka in it, maybe, or beer batter. So we're going to see how they make their fish sandwich and why it's so delicious. What's up, guys? It's me. I'm sitting here with Alicia Kemper of Mangette. How's it going today?
Good. How are you?
It's good to see you.
Good to
I'm
see you.
really excited to stage with you today and make some food.
Yeah.
How's business been?
Business has been good. I think in the fall it'll pick up a bit more. The summer has been hot. I think a lot of people, everyone's going to Europe,
Yeah.
it feels like.
So what are some of the inspirations that you had prior to opening Mangette?
So many. I mean, I've been in the industry for, I feel like, forever. So coming up in Malise was like a huge inspiration. Traveling to France, and having just, I think like French sort of countryside, a little bit of Paris, a little bit of like Mexico City vibe, but having more like wood, softer, like cleaner material. And then for food, definitely like farmer's market, French inspired, but just like ultimately food that we loved and were passionate about. I love fish. I'm pescatarian, so our menu definitely leads like vegetarian, pescatarian. We have like very little meat, and I love a good fish sandwich. When I turned 30, I went to England, and we went to the English countryside in the south in Sussex. And you can go to like a little pub and get a fried fish and have like a little side of peas and like tartar sauce. So like chasing that like batter, and I've been to like Dame in New York City. Marie and I went there like in April, and we loved like the crispiness of like the fish. So the dish that we're going to make today is the fillet of fish, which is inspired by a more British style, but bringing in different local aspects of it as well.
I love a fillet of fish. anyone that doesn't love it is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to try it and see like what's inside your batter. Everyone makes their batter very differently, and everyone has like kind of a secret sometimes, like how to get the crispiest. So it'll be fun to learn all about your guys' batter.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's go see what's up in the kitchen, and let's go. All right, awesome. Well, I'm excited to make this batter with you.
Yeah. How are your garlic cutting skills?
How do you want it to cut?
Just do like a fine mince.
Okay.
So it's sort of a play on like a Mexican, like Baja style fish taco batter, crossed with a British like fish.
Awesome. Yeah, I can do the garlic.
Okay, great. So you just want to peel and mince that.
What are your tricks for peeling garlic?
So I always, whoops, sorry.
Cut this.
I always smash the garlic like that, and then just peel it off. It goes pretty quickly. What do you do?
I think I do that. I just forgot. Or I remember in culinary school they'd tell you to put it in
Hot water? Or?
Hot water was one too, but it was the mixing bowl, and then you just shake it. But it just never seemed like it actually worked. Take this stem off.
So I feel like in this batter you could never have too much garlic.
Oh, I love garlic. Garlic's like my favorite thing.
Yeah. Same.
I put lots of garlic in all my stuff.
Do you have like a favorite knife?
I have this Tohiro chef's knife that I use, and it's like a 12-inch blade, and I've used that knife for probably like 6 years, and I just love it so much. What about you?
I like this knife. This is my knife.
Yeah, that's
I like it a
fun.
lot. Yeah, I get obsessed with sharpening knives.
Uh-huh.
So, and I love just like the practice of it. So I'll sharpen like all the cook's knives here.
Oh, wow. You're nice.
Yeah, and then I sharpen the knives for next door as well. But I just it doesn't take very long, and if you do it like consistently,
You always have a sharp knife.
yeah,
Having a sharp knife is very important in the
it
kitchen.
is. I always try and like turn it into a paste because it mixes really well into the batter that way, and you don't get the chunks.
All the oils come out.
Yeah, exactly. More integrated, less like that. You know how sometimes if you don't do it fine enough, you like bite into it.
Yeah, no one likes that.
Well, depends on how much you like garlic.
I love garlic, but I know a lot of people that don't like that.
That's true.
Like there's a Filipino dish called adobo, and you usually put this like whole garlic and whole peppercorns, and you know you just kind of just eat them. But I know a lot of people are like, wait, why don't they just like use black pepper instead of whole peppercorns, and then you just get a knot of it in your mouth, and
Yeah.
it's kind of, that's the way the dish is though. All right, how do you think that looks, Chef?
That looks great.
Okay, awesome. You want it all in the bowl?
Yeah, let's do it. Extra garlicky. All right, so the recipe. I have to pull up a cheat sheet.
I'll wash the knife.
I have like a little magnet thing on my phone.
Oh, wow, smart. Also, if you ever use anyone's knife, make sure you clean it and put it away. Never use anyone's knife and just leave it there. That's a big no-no.
No one
You're
wants a
definitely
trick.
not going to get the stash if you do that.
Definitely not the job.
No.
All right, so let's start with the flour. So we use AP flour, 3/4 cup of AP flour. Oh, do you want a 1/4 cup?
Okay. Well, we haven't got there yet, but I got you. Yeah. Okay. So, 3/4 of AP flour. And then rice flour.
Yep, rice flour right here.
Oh. What does rice flour do for it?
It makes it like a little bit crispier. It dries it out. So this is like the British version is the flour, and then we add a little bit of cornstarch as well.
Got it.
Our goal is to make like the crispiest tempura batter.
I've never thought about using rice flour for a batter. I've never, like everything that I've made is just never added rice flour. So that's good to know. That's cool.
It's like a pretty,
I've
like if you ever have tempura, so the difference between them is like they do it to order,
yeah.
which is a lot. So we don't do it to order, but we like test it out throughout the day, and then we often have to like remake it as well. But with vodka, it just gets a little tricky tasting it over and over.
What does the vodka do for it?
So
I've heard stories of other places using vodka, but I don't know like the exact science behind it.
It has a different evaporation point than water, so it helps the batter stay really like dry and crispy, and helps it cook while it evaporates very quickly.
Science. Then 1 teaspoon of Dijon.
This is the French side, or the Mexican. So in the Baja style tacos, they use a little bit of Dijon
I did not know
mustard.
that either.
They use oregano as well. So in our old batter, we've changed our batter a couple different times. So we used to use oregano, but now we just do the Dijon. All right, so we have Dijon, baking powder, cornstarch, AP flour, rice flour. This is a little bit of love.
Salt?
No, it's not salt.
How much do you put in?
Just a little tiny pinch. Small. Yeah, that's good. And then
I got it after that. Then salt.
a little bit of salt, yeah.
Okay.
And then the last thing are the liquid ingredients. So if you want to just get a little whisk.
How come you're using Topo Chico instead of like beer?
I don't really have an answer for that.
Yeah.
Part of it is like cost. Like if you're doing like vodka and beer, it's a much higher cost.
The whole
Like the
thing.
cost of everything is already.
All of this?
No. So start with the
Oh, vodka first.
vodka, and we just add a little bit of Topo Chico if the batter needs like a little bit more moisture.
Got it.
But if it doesn't, then it's totally fine.
Where'd the other cup go? Third.
Which one?
The third, fourth,
I
3/4.
don't think I have a 3/4.
Oh, well,
We have the half.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So vodka.
A little bit more vodka. That's good. And then the best / worst part is tasting it. So you want it to be like not too sticky, but you don't want it to be too thin either. If it's too thin, it just doesn't coat very well. It'll fall off. If you want to separate.
Oh yeah. So. I'm not nervous.
It's cool. Can't fuck it up too bad. All right, so you want the texture to be like a little bit looser.
It's like almost kind of like pancake batter.
Yeah. All right.
Looking pretty nice. When chefs say taste everything, I'm not joking.
No, you have to. Literally everything.
I'm not a vodka person, I can tell you that.
It has
It's a little clumpy. I need to mix it more. How's this?
It's like taking a shot of vodka. Maybe a little more.
How many times do you guys have to
That's what I'm
make
saying.
this?
If you taste it too much,
Yeah.
it's just like, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And the first time I tasted it, I hadn't had vodka in a long time. I was like, fuck.
Yeah. I don't drink vodka.
Yeah, me either. But you get the garlic.
Yeah, the garlic definitely comes through.
I think you could maybe use a little more Dijon.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. The Dijon does go really well with the vodka.
Mm-hmm.
They like kind of have the same notes and accents.
It's looking nice.
The G.
Special sauce.
Yeah. You got to.
Whew.
This is fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think it's just salt.
Mm-hmm.
I think
We're gonna salt on the outside too.
yeah. The important thing is like when you're making a dish is everything needs to be balanced and there's more salt to other components of the dish and like you have
Yes.
butter on the bun, you got the other salts and all that, then you have the sauce. And I think a lot of people just think they want to season everything and then it just comes out to being
Too salty.
Yeah, too salty. We don't want that.
No, you need like balance within the dish. I read this book, Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat.
Oh, it's a great book.
So
Yes.
good. And they talk a lot about like how even when you like season the salad, it's like what's the context and what are you eating it with?
Yep.
And like maybe that needs to be more acidic because you're eating with something heartier. And so we always try and think about like, especially with the Brioche, like I always want when we taste through it, I'm always like more acid, more acid, more acid, because it's like with a brioche bun that's going to be cooked with butter and then tempura battered fish. Like you just need like freshness.
Exactly. Okay.
Cool.
Awesome. I'm gonna put this in the dish pit, and I'm gonna wipe my station down.
I saved you the trouble of breaking down the fish and portioning.
Okay, thank you.
So we already have it ready to go. So we use lean cod because it has like a nice fattiness to it, but it's not like too fatty or too rich, and it's like just like a nice white flaky fish. So the first thing that we do is I always use gloves for the fish.
Yes.
Are you medium or large?
I can be both, but I'll be medium too.
All right, so you want to try and get the moisture out of the fish. So we just put it on here and then put that on. Just pat it dry.
And what does this do for the fish?
It just, I think,
This,
anytime
so the
you-
moisture doesn't go through the batter. and
yeah,
get
you just want to
crispy.
like take out all of the excess moisture that collects when it's in the fridge, and make it like as dry as possible. It's like same thing when you're about to like sear scallops or whatever. You always want to pat them dry, and then you get that like harder sear. So similar in vibe. So after we do that, then we do like a pre-salt. So we have that going.
Nice and dry.
Yeah. I do raw dog salt, especially
Oh, sorry.
because you're touching the fish.
I failed, guys.
And then you can flip it over and then salt the other side. Beautiful.
I just did a big no-no.
Yeah. It's okay. It's only a little bit of salt we can toss. All right, so we let that hang out for a second, and while we're doing that, we can slice the bread. So we use Hey Brother Baker bread. Shout out to Jesse. So with the brioche, you always want to do like a little bit thicker on the bottom because it's going to be holding the sandwich. So I always try and do like a solid base. A lot of people make the mistake of going like too thin on the bottom. Beautiful. Look at that. And then we use a little bit of French butter.
Beautiful.
The beurre de Barat. We just put it on the plancha. The base takes a little bit longer and needs to be a little bit crispier. So I always do the base on the left and that on the right.
Awesome.
So we dip in, and then I always hold it for a few seconds while it gets frying. Otherwise it sinks to the bottom and then just plunks down. And then you can just be like gentle with it and give it a little, you don't want to do an aggressive
Yeah, the
shake.
batter looks nice.
It'll crisp really, really fast.
How long does it take to cook in there?
It's about 3 minutes, but I wait until, I mean, you can tell, I brought my cake tester, but once it just starts to get brown, it happens pretty quickly.
Smells really good already.
Love that oil. Perfect. And then you just do a little gentle,
Well, upsy daisies.
yeah. And then I flip it. Sometimes like it'll,
Get some
you
dry
gotta
almost.
be careful. It'll slide off the fish, the batter will, and then it has an aggressive gurgle.
Why do you use a cake tester?
Um,
Cake tester.
Cake tester.
Not cake. I see.
Just to test the doneness of the middle of the fish. So you can put it on your wrist. Some people put it on their lip. Not my bad. I put it on my wrist.
Yeah, it's getting stuck into a lot of things. Yeah, it's definitely like a best friend for sure. Just being on like the line, having the cake tester to feel like the temperatures of your meats. I don't have one today.
You can borrow mine.
Thank you. My apron also doesn't.
Oh no, double fail. So while that's going, I always want to check
The buns.
the buns.
Don't want to burn the buns.
And you just want it to be nice and toasty. So what we also do is check on the temperature.
Yeah.
It's hot. Make sure it's hot in the middle. All right, so if you want to pull the buns, we can stick them over here. And then just go bottom, bottom, top, top. Like that. And then with these, we just want to pull it out and put it on the tray after the oil has come off. We'll let those chill out for a second. And while we're doing that, we can, we make a Brioche in house.
What is Brioche?
So it's like a tartar sauce. So we use like house-made aioli, hard-boiled eggs, capers.
Yeah, this sauce is like amazing. Where does this originate from?
That's a great question. I'm not sure.
Oh.
But it's sort of like a mixture. It's not like a standard like Brioche. I think we like played with it a bit. We use like the Chino Valley like dark yolk eggs, which is why it's more yellow than like normal. Especially like our mayo will be like a yellow.
It smells amazing.
And then we add like lots of fresh herbs from the market. So on the base we do the little gem lettuce. So you see, we just want a little like crispiness on the bottom.
Fresh crispies.
Beautiful. And then lastly, we'll season the fish. So I always start with the liquid before I do the salt. So you can just squeeze a little bit. I'll do it on yours. So I do a little bit on top, and then I take the salt, season.
That's how you know it's crispy. The salt makes that noise on top of it.
And then I do the other side, same.
When you get a boom mic on that, it's beautiful. Did you see that trick where to squeeze a lemon, they poke a hole at the top of it?
No.
And then they just squeeze it?
No.
So you don't even need to like cut it?
Oh shit. No, I've never seen
I saw it on TikTok.
that. TikTok is the wealth of
And
knowledge
I
for
tried it
everything.
and I was like, whoa, I never knew that until now.
Okay, so we can bring this over. I think that one's yours.
Mine's brown.
You can just grab it and put it on. Same with that. And then just put it on top.
Beautiful.
That's it.
Wow, amazing. Looks very delicious. I'm excited to try it.
Should we taste them and see how it turned out?
Of course. All right, guys, we're about to try the fish filet o fish.
We call it fish sando too.
So how do you think I did in my stage?
I think you did great. Little hole in the tempura, but it's okay. I think the fish survived.
Yeah, and I also didn't change gloves.
Yeah,
You know, the salt.
it's okay.
I'll never forgive myself.
We learn from our mistakes.
Yeah. So yeah, let's give this a try. I'm I've been eyeballing it for a while now. I'm really hungry, so I'm excited. Cheers.
Cheers.
This fish sandwich is amazing. If you guys have not been to Mangette, you guys should definitely come. Say hello to Alicia, and maybe she'll let you stage. That's it, and that's your line check for today.